The Fall of Angels on Earth, according to the revelations of Anna Katharina Emmerich. At first, I saw the vast expanse filled with light, within it, as an even more radiant sphere, similar to the sun and lying in the sun, I saw, so it seemed to me, the unity in the Trinity. I called it all harmony, and I saw from it something like an emanation. Then, beneath this sphere, circles appeared, rings, and choirs of angels, immensely bright, powerful, and beautiful. This sea of light lay like a sun beneath that higher sun. At first, all these choirs emerged from this higher sun in harmony and love. Suddenly, I noticed that one part of all these circles stopped, immersing themselves in their own beauty. They felt their own delight, saw all their beauty, and wondered only at themselves, becoming absorbed in themselves. At first, they were all filled with adoration for God, not sitting down, but in rapture and joy. Then, suddenly, a part of them, no longer thinking about God, gazed at their own being. At that moment, I saw how that entire choir of shining angels fell downward, and I saw how other choirs took their places. I did not see what was chasing them, as they stepped out of the form of the image. The other choirs remained calm, occupied with themselves, and those that hesitated fell downward, for everything happened at once. After their fall, I saw a dark disk at the bottom. It seemed to be their dwelling place. I realized that they had fallen into an impatient form. The space they now occupied was much smaller than the one they had occupied above, so they seemed much more compressed. From the moment I saw them fall as a child, I feared their actions day and night, thinking they would bring great harm to the world. They always circle around the world. They are well aware that they have no bodies, otherwise, they would darken the sun, and we would perceive them as an eclipse of the sun, which would be terrifying. Immediately after the fall, I saw the spirits that remained among the shining circles bowing before God's wheel, pleading for what had fallen to be restored. Then I saw movement and action throughout the entire wheel of God's light, which had remained still, as if, I felt, it had been waiting for this plea. From this action of the angelic choirs, I became convinced that they were too strong to disperse ever again. I also learned that an eternal judgment had been pronounced against the fallen ones. The battle was to last until the fallen choirs were fully restored, and this time seemed to my soul immeasurably long, almost endless. The battle was to take place on earth, while above, there was to be no battle, as God had decided. With this certainty, I could no longer feel pity for Satan, for I saw that he had fallen by his own will. Likewise, I could not be angry at Adam, for I always felt compassion for him, believing that everything had been foreseen.